Agriculture is the science, art, or practice of cultivating the soil, producing crops, and raising livestock, and in varying degrees, the preparation and marketing of the resulting products. Agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy, said Mahatma Gandhi 6 decades ago. Even today, the situation is still the same, with almost the entire economy being sustained by agriculture, which is the mainstay of the villages. It contributes 16% of the overall GDP, and accounts for employment of approximately 52% of the Indian population. Types of agriculture. Subsistence farming. Subsistence farming is a type of farming in which nearly all the crops or livestock raised are used to maintain the farmer and farmer's family, leaving little. 2. Mixed farming. Mixed farming is an agricultural system in which a farmer conducts different agricultural practices together, such as cash crops and livestock. The aim is to increase income through different sources, and to complement land and labor demands across the year. This method is used by most of Indian farmers. 3. Shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation means migratory shifting agriculture. Under this system, a plot of land is cultivated for a few years and then, when the crop yield declines because of soil exhaustion and the effects of pests and weeds, is deserted for another area. 4. Extensive farming. This is a system of farming in which the farmer uses the limited amount of labor and capital on a relatively large area. 5. Intensive farming. This is a system of farming in which the cultivator uses a larger amount of labor and capital on a relatively small area. In this method of farming, annually, 2 or 3 types of crops are grown over the land. 6. Plantation agriculture. In this type of agriculture, cash crops are mainly cultivated, like rubber, sugarcane, coffee, tea is grown, etc. Types of crops in India. Based on crops. 1. Food grains: wheat, rice, maize, millets and pulses. 2. Cash crops: cotton, jute, sugarcane, tobacco and oilseeds. 3. Plantation crops: tea, coffee, coconut and rubber. 4. Horticulture crops such as fruits and vegetables. Based on seasons. Rabi crops: crops that are grown in the winter season, from November to April, are called Rabi crops. Major Rabi crops in India include wheat, barley, mustard, sesame, peas, etc. Kharif crops: crops that are grown in the monsoon season. The Kharif season differs in every state of the country, but is generally from June to September. Major Kharif crops in India include rice, maize, bajra, ragi, soybean, groundnut, cotton are all Kharif crops. Zaid crops: crops that are grown in the gap between Kharif and Rabi season. There is a short season between Kharif and Rabi season, in the months of March to July. In general, Zaid crops are crops that grow in this season. Farming quotes. Agriculture is the most helpful, most useful and most noble employment of man. George Washington.